Hi everyone, this is Nisha, a vibrant design thinking educator from SNS Institution. Today we're gonna see a case study about Meesho. Every startup has its fair share of success and shortcomings, but despite all the obstacles, they come on top and set an example for future entrepreneurs and brands. One great example of such a startup is Meesho. We will take a look at the success story of Meesho through this case study that will take into account many factors such as the background of its founders, revenue generated, marketing strategies, funding, business model, and the scope of its growth in the future. How was Meesho started? Meesho is the brainchild of two IIT graduates named Vivid Atre and Sanjeev Bandral. The two were batchmates from 2008 to 2012. The idea of starting up a social commerce platform came to them when they were employed at InMobi. Soon they began working on their idea with two things in mind: empowering the women and supporting micro, small, and medium enterprise. Before Meesho came up in 2015, the social commerce sector was really struggling. So, in a way, Meesho has revolutionized this particular industry and paved the way for many similar businesses. However, Meesho wasn't the initial brand name that the founders came up with. They launched the startup with a fresh name, Fashioneer. If it would have been in operation today, it would have been equivalent to the Zomato is for food and what for groceries. The founders wanted to introduce a new choice based method of shopping. For instance, a user could pick three items at once, which the delivery execute will take to their home. Upon delivery, they could choose one or more of the three products and pay only for those. The delivery executive would carry back and rest with him. As a strange thing may sound like initial plan behind Fashioneer, thankfully enough it was not implemented. The transition from Fashioneer to Meesho, considering more practical business models, they began working on a new strategy. According to the new idea, any shopkeeper could use a Facebook login to log into Meesho. Post this step, all the information was migrated and a page for their business was created with few seconds in minimal steps. The platform helped with automatic shocking and stock was inventory management, and perhaps because of their features they got 10,000 plus shops on board within 6 months. The majority of the account holders were women who were reselling the products from top clothing suppliers and manufacturers. The founders soon realized that most of the women didn't have their own inventory. This is where they realized the potential of Meesho to bridge the gap between suppliers and resellers. Meesho has raised enough money through multiple rounds of fundings. Here is a complete timeline of the funds that the business has raised over the course of years. Meesho raised a sum of $12 lakh at the 3-month summer program in July 2016. The program was headlined by renowned names like the Mountain View and Y Combinator. Later that year, the startup raised an undisclosed sum of money from Indian angel investors VH Capital, Rujal Garg, and Investop founders Arjun and Rohan Malhotra. The first major funding came in the month of October 2017 when Meesho raised roughly 3.1 million in series, a funding from partners. The company closed its Series B funding round worth 11.5 million led by India in 2018. The same year, Meesho closed its Series C raise worth 50 million. By the end of 2019, Meesho had received Facebook's maiden investment in an Indian-based startup. The startup raised 125 million in Series D round. Meesho's valuation rose to 2.1 billion. This happened when Meesho was successful at raising of 300 million by SoftBank Vision Fund 2. Meesho's valuation rose to 4.9 billion within 5 months as it managed to raise 570 million in its Series F round led by Fidelity Management and B Capital. Meesho became a proud member of the Unicorn Club, startups that have a valuation of 1 billion or more. In 2021, Meesho co-founder and CEO Vidit Atre believes that the social commerce market would be 770 million industry as there has been a consistent surge in the number of users in tier 2 cities. You can get an idea about Meesho's success through the following awards and recognition. Meesho claimed 8th rank among 25 fastest growing Y Combinator incubated startups in August 2016. The next year, Deccan Chronicle, a leading daily newspaper, ranked Meesho among top 5 apps in social commerce. February 2018 marked a great year for its founders Vidit Atre and Sanjeev Banrol. The duo featured in Forbes' list of 30 under 30 list of young achievers. Meesho was among a handful of businesses to be profiled by Forbes Asia in the same year. And LinkedIn too honored the company as one of the top 25 startups to work for based on a number of parameters including employee growth, talent pool, job seeker interest, employee growth and level of professional engagement with its employees. Meesho's revenue model first, commissions. Meesho make the majority of its revenue from commissions on each sale. They basically charge 10% to 15% commission from sellers on every successful sale. Advertisement as a seller, you can buy ads on Meesho and rank above your competitors. Advertisement is a very reliable source of revenue for all startups today, and Meesho is no exception. Logistics. Meesho is well to provide an in-house logistic and delivery services to its sellers. By using this service, sellers can save a lot of hassle while the startup makes some good revenue. Penalties. Every time an order is shipped late or is returned because of poor quality, Meesho applies a fine on the seller. Although there is not an official figure as to the revenue the company has made through penalties, but the estimated amount accumulated through penalties stand at over 2 crores. Float money. Meesho holds the payment of 10 days before transferring it to the accounts of suppliers and resellers. They can certainly invest this sum in financial instruments, loan dispersal, and make some decent revenue through returns and interest. The primary reason behind the overwhelming success of Meesho is the fact that it allows their resellers to start their own online business with zero investment. Resellers do not need any inventory, equipment, or resources to carry out their reselling business. All that is required is an internet connection and access to WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. With each passing days, many micro, small, and medium enterprises are joining the platform. Recent reports suggest that Meesho is looking to diversify in business and target as many as 100 billion small business and provide some decent competition to other giants. The startup is now looking to include newer ones such as grocery, including staples and fast-moving consumer goods. As it goes to head-to-head against the established online retailers in the grocery segment, Meesho will provide direct competition to Big Basket, Grofers, and Reliance JioMart. Meanwhile, Meesho itself does not face much competition for its core business. As a result, the road ahead looks highly promising. Thank you for watching the video. Do follow in LinkedIn. Thank you.